Welcome, Pisces. This is your end of November read. This will take you right down to November 30th. This is a general reading, so please only take the parts that resonate with you. If it does resonate with you, please hit that like button. If you feel like this reading is yours, please claim it in the comments below. If you're new here, please consider subscribing. Okay, let's get right into this. Pisces, please. And we start out with the Druid, which is a major arcana. In the original deck, the Druid is the Hierophant. So that talks about traditions and expectations. It can talk about marriage. It can talk about going back to school. Then we do have the Four of Discs. The Four of Discs can talk about greed, but usually when it shows up in my readings, what it is showing is a desire for financial stability, okay? When it's used in excess, when this energy is in excess, it can turn into greed, okay? And you have the Initiation card. And with that Druid card, I am getting a very strong spiritual sense here. Of the people that I'm reading for are very aligned spiritually here. And that the Initiation card, when it comes in, if you can see in this card here, and in this card as well, he's got his hands up like he's receiving here in the Druid's card. And in the Initiation card, the energy comes up and lifts the bird up. The bird is not flying on his own. Okay, the bird is being elevated by spirit. So you may be going through a little bit of a growth period right now. And then we do have the Page of Cups. The Page of Cups can talk about a new love offer coming in. Usually in my readings, it comes out as a time of reflection, okay? So let's see, what brought our Pisces up to this point, please? What brought Pisces to here, please? Show me the Pisces. Specifically in this deck, it does usually come out as a time of reflection. And we have the web. So that tells me in the past there was some cause and effect things going on. So things that were done were getting their justice or their judgment on that. And the web is kind of like when you do one thing, it kind of flows out and affects everything else. And the web card to me means it's showing up. All the effects that something, a decision or a choice or behavior had is showing up. Okay, it's at the effect stage. It's having its effect. And then we do have the Nine of Discs in your past. So you may have worked very hard on a solo pursuit and gained a lot of security, luxury, things like that. Or you are at least working towards that in your past. And then we have a Two of Cups, which I do not always see the Two of Cups, especially in this specific deck, as a lover's card. It can be. But what it means to me is that you are taking two things and you're bringing them into harmony. This can be two things inside yourself. This can be any two things in your life, or it can be you and another person. So let's keep reading here. Where does this take us, please? And we have the Knight of Wands in the future, which talks about heading towards an adventure of some kind, being very passionate, very adventurous, okay? You're heading to something with a lot of passion. And we do have the Eight of Swords before that, which talks about some mental bondage, like being bonded to your thoughts, and your thoughts may not be good thoughts at that point. Let's see here. And then we do have the King of Discs. And the King of Discs is very reliable. He's solid. He's practical. He's a wise investor, okay? He invests wisely, and he has a lot of business sense. And on the bottom of the deck, we do have the Seven of Swords. And the Seven of Swords can talk about people not being honest with you, not playing fair is kind of how I see it. Like, it goes through this whole thing, but to me, it's like other people aren't playing fair. And you have to really be self-defensive, and you're in self-protect mode, okay, because of this. Let's get some clarity on some of these cards. I want to know what the web is about, please. One card, please. Web card, please. Web card. Thank you. Yeah, we have the Five of Swords. There's definitely some things that were done ended up coming out and having an effect, and they created a lot of obstacles. And I do feel like this is with other people, especially with this Seven of Swords, what you don't see coming. This Eight of Swords over here, and this I feel like are together here with this Five of Swords, okay? So I feel like this is one situation. And it is having a cause and effect in your life, like the way that these people are behaving. In this deck, the Five of Swords, I mean, the Five of Swords can just talk about obstacles and stuff, but the bats are flying like at you in this card, and that's what I feel like is happening here in some way. That there's I don't feel like this is one person. I feel like it's a few people that might be coming, not being very nice, okay? The Nine of Discs, please. Thank you. Yeah, which is clarified by the Nine of Swords. The Nine of Swords talks about mental anguish and suffering. It can talk about insomnia and nightmares. It can talk about anxiety, depression. I consider it the mental health card even. But it also can show up when we go through difficult times in our life, especially if we do feel attacked by people we care about and love very much. I will see that card show up a lot. Let's see what this Two of Cups is about. The Queen of Wands. I feel like you're trying to stay in that Queen of Wands energy, and you're having a hard time in the recent past keeping that in harmony because of all of the, because she's very confident, she's very self-assured, she knows what she's, she's self-sufficient in a lot of ways. And it looks like you wanted that financial gain, but there's something that's getting in the way in your head here. And you're trying to bring, in the recent, after this bout of mental suffering of some kind, which seems to be caused by some kind of conflict, you're trying to bring things into harmony for yourself so you can get back to working on that gain in your life that you want. Let's see, what is this Druid card? The Temperance. Yeah, it's asking you to maintain self-control, to keep things tempered, keep things balanced, and keep things in harmony, which goes right along with this Two of Cups here. I do feel like the Two of Cups is a great card to have with the Temperance card, because it really does talk about bringing harmony and peace into your life. And you may need to keep that Druid type energy in order to achieve that. And we're at the Seven of Swords. Yeah, we had the Seven of Swords here. So there might be some conflict possibly on the work front here, because this is clarifying your Four Discs. Okay, so that Seven of Swords that you don't see coming, it shows up here again on the Four Discs, which talks about, like I was telling you before, it talks about financial stability, or your stability here in the earthly world. And we do have on this Gain card some anxiety there as well. So it may not be the well, I do feel like there's conflict in this somehow. Let's keep reading and let's see what we can continue to clarify in this for you. Because this may play out different for each of you, but there does seem to be something combined with conflict and financial stability and gain, okay, in some way. What is this Initiation card for a Pisces, please? Thank you. And Six of Pentacles, which talks about giving and receiving help in some way. It's another success card, but it's usually in the sense of teamworking, giving and receiving in equal amounts, or even gifts given to you. So it's clarifying this Initiation card. So I really do feel like you're going to be initiated in a way that allows you to receive help, and possibly even some financial gain here. What is the reflection, please? Show me the reflection. King of Swords. And it's not what it means, but I just got I feel like you need to cut certain people out of your life, and because the King of Swords is the best at that, and that's kind of what I just felt off this card, is you're reflecting on cutting off certain people in your life. And with some of these other swords cards, that kind of makes sense. It's like working its way up to where you might need to pull out, you know, that King of Swords energy here. There's conflict of some kind where people aren't being nice to you. I feel it in the cards. Like, I can feel it. But I'm not sure in which things it's playing in. This is a general reading here, so when you're reading for a lot of people, the details can be different for different people. We do have the Seven of Cups clarifying the King of Discs. And the Seven of Cups can talk about kind of having a misconception or a little bit of a delusion when we're talking about love or emotions or other people, which we do have the Eight of Swords coming up next here. So some of these thoughts that you're having might be misconceptions, but I think it's what's stopping you from reaching that King of Pentacles, or it might be with somebody who is a King of Pentacles type energy in your life. What is the Eight of Swords, please? Here, show me the Eight of Swords. Okay. Judgment. Okay, clarifying in the near future, you may be feeling like these thoughts are overwhelming your head and you can't quite get rid of them, like a bondage to the thoughts that you're having. It's asking you to use clear judgment, okay? Be logical, really look at the situation, use logic, because you're going to need that to make a judgment call here, all right? Knight of Wands, please. The Two of Wands. Yeah, you have a path. You have to make a decision. Two of Wands comes in and it's like, okay, you can go this way or you can go this way. But once you choose the path, you can't pick the other path, okay? Which makes it a little bit different than, say, the Two of Pentacles, okay? Two of Pentacles is like, I don't know. Maybe I can balance the two. Maybe I need to make a choice. The Two of Wands is like, listen, this is an actual path. You can take this path or you can take this path, but you have to let the other one go, all right? And it's clarifying this Knight of Wands. And the Knight of Wands, to me, talks about having a lot of passion and wanting adventure and new things into your life. He's heading to places and he does so with a lot of charismatic energy, okay? And that seems to be one of those paths that you can choose in the situation, all right? I'm not sure exactly where the conflict is coming, but the conflict does seem to have something to do with financial or material type situation. I can tell that you are growing and you're going through a lot right now. You're doing a lot of reflecting. You're doing a lot of tempering yourself. You're also looking at traditions and initiations. So there's a lot going on here for you. So trying to put it all together is a little... Yeah, and on the bottom of the deck, we do have the Four of Cups. And traditionally, that means apathy, feeling unfulfilled, things like that. I always see it as discontentment. And that might be what this Two of Wands here is about. Continuing to choose the discontentment in your life, or taking on that Knight of Wands energy and continuing into life with some passion and adventure onto a new path, okay? And let's see, let's get some animal advice for you here. Pisces, please. We do have the Sea Turtle, protection. You are a master of finding life's flow. Be in harmony with the rhythm, and your path will unfold. Persevere, and you will succeed. You have everything you need to be protected and happy. Yeah, and I do feel that self-protection coming out from the Seven of Swords here, where you need to protect yourself for something. So it is saying you are going to be protected. It also is telling you in this, your path will unfold, okay? And I think that's a good message for you, that there is another path here, and it's going to unfold in front of you in this near future. And when it opens up to you, It may be something you want to consider, okay? All right. Thank you, Pisces, so much for being here. It's been a pleasure to do this reading for you. If this resonates with you, please hit that like button so I know that it is resonating with people. Hopefully you consider subscribing to my channel if you haven't already. And until we meet again.